Hi and welcome to another Wednesday Teams. Now, of course, it's usually live. It's not live and it's not Teams. So I'm going to have a game of pairs again. I do find it difficult commentating on pairs, I will admit. But, of course, it's a game that most of you play most of the time, and perhaps it's the thing that we can get the most out of. So I'm going to try. This will be me playing against Q+ on one of the tournaments that are loaded on there. This one is OEREBRO14. I think the previous one was OEREBRO13. So we'll have a go. So those of you who have the software, can choose to play the hands. I'll play the first 12 hands. Let me take you to the table. I've got the first board up here. Just a reminder how you would do it. You'd go to Deal, Match, Control, and then you go to Pairs Tournament File. So if you can see that there, and when you select that, you'll get a drop-down menu, and you can choose, if you can see just in that line there, OEREBRO14 .pbn. That's and there's a certain number of boards, and we'll be playing probably against about 80, 90, maybe 120 pairs. We'll see, and I will show you the scores as they come. So this is the first board. We're going to be in the south situation seat. And we'll see how we get on. So good luck to me. I'm playing BMB. I'm having the opponents playing BMB against me as well. So, okay, it's one spade. We've got a 15 count here, which is rather nice. But I think we're just going to bid 2 clubs here in response, I think. You'll see the bidding box in the top left, but you don't have to worry about that. I'll be using it. So 2 clubs, just to see how partner rebids. Wow. Oh my goodness, what a start. Okay, so 1 spade, 2 clubs. I mean, I was doing that as a temporizing bid, but my partner has jumped to 4 hearts, which is clearly a splinter bid. And I have an absolutely gorgeous hand. Absolutely gorgeous hand, don't I? What I mean by that is, in this kind of auction, ace, 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 king is just what you want. My partner, for me, it's going to be rare he'd do this without 5 clubs. So I think he's probably 5 spades and 5 clubs. You can imagine if he's ace, queen to 5 and king, queen to 5, you'd feel we've got chances. I am going to play in spades, but I don't actually mind too much. I don't mind too much if he thinks I'm agreeing clubs, because I think the king of clubs is just as important to me. So in fact, bidding blackwood here, for me 4-no trumps here would be agreeing clubs and asking partner how many of the key cards partner has. As I say though, I mean obviously he'll often expect me to have 5, so I suppose he could just about be 5-4 with a void in hearts. So possibly 5 spades, 4 clubs, 4 diamonds, or I suppose maybe 6 spades. But I'm going to play in spades anyway. Remember, it's pairs. But I need to know how high I want to go. So let's bid 4-no trumps here. Okay. Wow. So I tell you what, we'll click on that and see if you can see that. Can you see that? I don't think you can. Okay. Well, it says 5 steps in response to keycard blackwood, shows 2 aces, or 2 key cards, and a void in a suit, which is obviously hearts. So, I mean, the problem here now is that if partners, let's say if partners 5-5-3, we need to know about the king of diamonds as well. I think I'm probably going to settle for 6 spades here. I don't have the mechanics to try and find out whether we can be in a Grand Slam. So what do I mean by that? Well, you would need to have a bit more science. And given that partner's got a void, if I'd had 3 small hearts and ace king of diamonds here, I'm going to be very tempted. But I would feel that I'm going to need possibly the king of diamonds, obviously the queen of clubs, and the Queen of Spades as well. So to find out about both black queens, so it's all well and good playing Roman key card, but you need to know about both black queens. Does that make sense? You need to know that you're winning the third round of spades and the third round of clubs, because you've got this double fit, as well as the King of Diamonds. So I think I'm going to settle for 6 spades. Note, going for the one that scores higher. Not necessarily the safer. This is pairs. Greed is good. Okay. I would feel that we might need a rough in partner's hand. I mean, it's possible that 6-0 trump. I mean, 6-0 trump seems a little bit rich here, given that you've only got the ace of hearts there. You know, and you've told them, partners told them he's got a void there. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I think we're very happy to be in 6 spades. Particularly on the lead. I mean, in theory, you might have had to have picked up the clubs, but if the clubs are 4-1, and that could well be a singleton lead, of course, the jack is going to be swallowed at trick 1, so that's good news. The only possible, we need the spades to break, but we have got 9 of them and the ace, king, queen, but if I say we need them to break, I think if we play the ace of spades first and see who's got the void, we should be able to pick the suit up. Can you see that? So if I play the ace of spades first, it doesn't matter who's got the void, I can finesse for the jack. So I think I might be able to pick up a 4-4 spade break, even if it is, and I can discard a diamond on the ace of hearts. So the only question is, can I possibly make a 13th? I think given that some people might be in 6 clubs and some people might not be in slam, I think we should focus very much on making the 12 first, and then I'll try for the 13th. Okay, so we can win that with the 9, obviously, so that's great. We're now going to draw trumps. We'll play the ace of spades first. Okay, so they've both followed. I'll play the queen of spades now. See if they both follow to that. No. So I am going to draw the trumps. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play a small diamond and hope I can sneak a diamond trick through. Okay. No, they've gone up with the king. But if West had ducked there, I think I could have made the queen. I wasn't in danger, don't forget. I've got the ace of hearts to discard the other diamond on. Does that make sense? So all the trumps are gone now, and I hope you can see quite clearly that I am going to make the rest. What I would do here is play the ace of diamonds off and the ace of clubs, and then clearly you can see that the north hand is high. So that's nice. Okay, so that's the first board, and we can, if I press on the score, you can see the board there. It tells us we got 113 out of 168, so we're in good company. It's quite a lot of people. What I can show you is the other tables. So what I'm going to do is make that bigger for you there. Okay. And then I'm going to scroll down and you can see. So 2 pairs have made 6 spades plus 1. 1 has made 6-0 trumps. And we'll look at that in a moment. That seems unlikely. Most are in 6 spades there. So you can see the whole volume of them. There's a few in 6 clubs, which actually doesn't get them a great score at all, and anybody just in game is getting a really poor score. You can see there's a few going off. I mean, we'll look at the hand in a second and look at 7 clubs, but a few have gone off in 6 spades, which isn't so good. So let's look at the table again. If the clubs break 3-2, 7 clubs does look pretty good, doesn't it? It really does. And if the clubs break 3-2, or you pick up the clubs, so you've got to guess who's got the jack, you can make 6-0 trumps. So those in 6-0 trumps that made would have played the king of clubs and then the ace of clubs, and then they'd have been able to pick up the jack to make 12 tricks. Okay, but they haven't got 12 top tricks. It's a bit risky there. Of course, they might have had a diamond lead or something like that, which would have made it even easier for them. But on a heart lead, you are in some danger if you don't pick up those clubs. However, greed is good, and they've made an extra 10 points to us. I say there was only one that made it. So that's the first one, and we can see what happens on the next one. I'm going to come back down here. Let's have a look. Okay, board 2, relatively flat as well. Let's see what we've got this time. East is opening and we are going to pass. Wow. Okay. 1 heart, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. Everybody getting in, and I've got a decent hand here. We're vulnerable against not. I think it's probably just a 3 diamond bid though here. I mean, I've got an ace, a queen and a queen, but they're both in the opponent's suits. It's not clear where the opponents are going here. But I've got to raise, I think. I've got 4 card support, I've got a decent hand, and partner can have a really good hand for this. It's hard to know where all the points are though. You know, it feels as if you've got a lot of points around the table. Partner's made a vulnerable overcall. East has bid 2 spades. So you're sort of thinking 12, 12, 10. That leaves us with only 6, but I've got 8. So someone seems to be fibbing here, but I'm going to bid 3 diamonds here. Okay, double. Don't know what that means. It's interesting. Whether it's a pairs double looking to take it down, it might be a competitive double. Well, they're clearly playing it as takeout here. Wow. Do I double that? It's very tempting. This is a vulnerable overcall from my partner. Wow. I can't see them being in a better than a 4-4 fit here. The hearts are breaking badly. Queen of spades sitting over them. I mean, I'm worried that this is going too off and I'm making 3 diamonds. I feel I'm going to double. I'm going to put a double on. Let's do it. It's an aggressive action, but I think it's reasonable, he says. Okay, it's partner's lead. Let's see how it goes. Okay, ace of diamonds led. So the takeout double, it's an aggressive action. It may well be good though. If we can make diamonds, there's not. Okay, so I'm just showing count there, but hopefully partner's got the ace and king. It's one of those hands you're never sure. I mean we'll just follow with the 2 here. Don't forget, we supported diamonds, so partner knows we haven't got a doubleton here. So I'm assuming partner's got 5 of them. If partner's got 5 of them, partner should have another high card. Let's just do a little tot of the points though. There was 10 in dummy, that's what we suggested. 8 in our hand, 18. Let's assume West has got 12. So that leaves partner with only 10. Ace, king of diamonds. He's only got 1 other high card. Hopefully it's a black ace. Or the king of hearts, of course. Could be the king of hearts. Yeah. So we want to get it. All I'm doing is hoping to get it 1 off. Anyway, let's see what happens. They switch to a trump, which looks normal. What are they going to do? My worry is it's going to go ace, king of spades and a spade ruff or something like that. Yeah. I still think West opened hearts, so they're not going to be able to discard all of those hearts. So I think we're okay as long as partner's got another high card. And actually, it's looking more and more likely that partner's high card is the king of hearts here. Can you see that? You've got to trust each other here, you know. And partner's is not going to be overcalling with ace, king, jack to 5. Okay, you know, remember he's only got a 5 card suit. So we know he's got another high card. It won't be a jack of spades or jack of clubs or something like that. It is going to be the king of hearts here, I think. So, and you know, okay, they've discarded once. Well, that is actually good news because it means partner's still got the jack of spades. But again, an 8 count vulnerable against not isn't enough. Partner must here have, and there you go. You can sit. Excellent. Okay, we know partner's got another one, so we can play low on that. Partner's probably going to play another heart. No, a diamond. A spade, sorry. Yep, we can throw a diamond on that. I think we're going to make a heart and a declarer's got the rest. Simple as that. We'll let partner have that one. Go on then. Okay, declare ruffs and the 8 of spades is a winner. It's only 1 off. Yeah. Well, first and foremost, the most you can make is 3 diamonds there against normal defense. Let's see how we score. 110 out of 170. It's above. It's okay. It's 66. You can't grumble. So let's see how it compares. So once again, I will bring that up larger for you. Bear with it. Okay, so let's see what we've got. 3 diamonds plus 2. That seems... We'll look at the defence there, but a lot of them have been allowed to make because they've led hearts, partner's first bid suit. Maybe the clubs won't bid, but we'll look at that in a moment. Let's go a bit further down. So there you can see our score in the centre there, North against North 1 and Strong, whatever that means. So that's us there. And we doubled 4 clubs. Hopefully that's worthwhile. Gosh, 1 table finished in 2 spades. Because what I want to see is how many 50s there were. And look at all those 50s. Can you see that? They haven't doubled. So it's 4 clubs, 4 clubs, 4 clubs. Why have I doubled? I was hoping to get it 2 off. Because I knew someone was lying and I was hoping it was East. So there you go. So you get under average for not doubling. Okay, and then of course there's a few where diamonds have gone off. That seems more realistic actually. And some people have sold out to 3 clubs there. That does seem more realistic. So let's look at the hand and see what's happened. Well, you can see yourself, can't you? If they lead a heart, so remember it's 3 diamonds by North, a heart lead allows declarer to win, basically establishes 4 heart tricks. So they just play ace king of diamonds and they make ace king of diamonds and they can play all the hearts off. Can you see that? So actually declarer ends up making 9 red suit tricks, but of course because they can discard 2 clubs, they can then make the ace king just knock out the ace king of spades. So they don't lose any clubs. But I'm looking at the East hand. My partner's opened a heart. Let's say we don't bid again and we don't agree clubs. I'm still leading the king of clubs. So remember, an opening bid doesn't guarantee a good suit here. How do I think the auction's gone? Well, I think it's maybe gone 1 heart, 2 diamonds. You'd feel most people, to get to diamonds you've got to. I think that's an okay bid, 2 diamonds. Because the diamonds are pretty strong. 2 spades, 3 diamonds, maybe West and East pass at this point. Does that make sense? So I think it's gone the same as us. I'll show you our auction. But then East has passed, and I think that's perfectly reasonable. It's a bit of a ropey hand East has got here. But I would have thought on that auction the king of clubs looks pretty normal. But a lot of people have led the 4 of hearts, and that's their comeuppance, as it were. But if you lead the king of clubs, I think we should get this defence right. Can you see how it works? It's not easy. The king of clubs is led. West overtakes with the ace, cashes the ace of spades, and then plays a second club. East wins his queen, cashes the king of spades, and can give his partner a ruff. And that takes 3 diamonds down. Okay. That takes 3 diamonds down. We're always obviously, well, as long as we play the ace king of diamonds off, we're always going to take the first 4 tricks, or we're always going to take, 4 tricks against clubs. But I think East gets lucky here because a lot of the time West has got a 4-card club suit. So, you know, things could be quite tricky indeed for them. So it's an interesting one. And we were right, we're 20-20 there at the 4 level. I thought they were only in an 8-card fit. So interesting. I'm pleased with the double though there. That's a good aggressive pairs double. So, I mean, I guess sometimes they could have had a bit more distribution but and made it. But then I feel 4 clubs is good bidding from the opponent. So I want to try and get what I can back. Okay, let's come back down and go for the next one. Oh, it's a nice hand. So we're a 16 count, and we're going to be opening the bidding here. So let's have a look. 1 diamond, nice and simple. I was going to say I was going to rebid 3 diamonds if partner responded, but he hasn't. We are non-vulnerable. Wow, they've got a 9-card spade fit. I'm a little bit worried that will win the auction. However, my king of spades looks like a little bit of rubbish. Yep. Okay. I'm going to bid 4 diamonds here, I think. I'm non-vulnerable. Are they going to find it easy to double it? Remember, East is showing no strength. I don't think they're going to find it easy to double, which means 2 off is better than 3 spades if partner's got nothing. So I've decided to bid it. It's aggressive action. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I suppose we are inviting, partner to bid on. I'm assuming that's going to get doubled, though. Okay, so now it's important on hands like this to remember that how many tricks we need to make. We are non-vulnerable against vulnerable, don't forget. So they've led the aces. Ooh, not such a good spade holding. They led the ace of spades. Okay. What am I thinking here? Well, first of all, remember we only need 8 tricks. I hope you're happy with that. 3 off, assuming 4 spades makes it. 4 spades doesn't make it, we're in a bad contract probably. Let's check to see if 4 spades is going to make. Well, the worry we've got, they're only losing 1 diamond and 1 spade and 1 club. So this is overly aggressive bidding maybe because we need West to have the ace of hearts in. Now that sounds really odd. The point here is that if West has the ace of hearts, I think 4 spades is going to make. Clearly someone could have a void in diamonds. I would love that. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to work on the premise that West has the ace of hearts, so we need them to lead hearts. If East leads hearts, if he leads a small one, we will duck, and hopefully our 10 and 9 will eventually, we're playing East for either the queen or jack, if that makes sense. If East plays the queen, we can cover with the king, ace, and eventually one of the 10-9 will make. As long as we make 1 heart trick, I think we're safe. So I'll just clarify that for you. We could lose 1 diamond, 1 spade, in theory 3 hearts and a club. And that works out as 4 off. So as long as we just lose 2 hearts, then we have made a good sacrifice. Okay, so let's have a go. So we'll play. So I'm going to maybe try and find some kind of end play. Okay, well that's interesting. Do you know, this looks a bit odd, but I'm going to take the finesse. So I'm going to rough that. Because I want to be in dummy, and then I'm going to take a finesse. So I'm going to rough and play a diamond to the queen here. That's not great news. Wow. It wasn't great news losing to the king of diamonds, but the ace of hearts is like nectar, because it means that they can make 4 spades, and at the same time it has saved me a lot of anguish. And they've helped me even more. Remember, the 8 of hearts went there. Did you see that? So I can put the 7 on there, knowing that the jack will go up, and I think, discard my club. Let's do it. Ace of diamonds, draw the last trump. Groan because the king was a singleton. But I can now just knock out the queen of hearts. That's expensive from the opponents because I can throw away that club. And that is, so I think the opponents were just really relieved to get me down, but actually they've only got me 2 off. So I can take the rest. I won't even bother claiming, I'll just play them out, all the trumps. So it's just 2 off for 300. 2 off for 300. I mean, they're always making game. Let's see how our score. Oh, not so good. People just aren't bidding game. Isn't that interesting? I think once they've bid game, we've got to bid 5 diamonds, because I think 4 spades. I mean, let's have a look at the scores. There we go. Let's just check that 4 spades was making. So a few people have gone off in 5 spades, but again, you can see 10 tricks have made. People undoubled in 5 diamonds, going 3 off and 2 off. Well, that seems a little bit harsh. So that's just poor. So there's a few results. A lot of people in 3 spades making 10 and 11 tricks. There's the 300. That's where we are. I think that's a reasonable score. I really do. I'm a little bit disappointed. A number of people have gone for 500, as I think we should have done. And then you've got what should you'd feel it should be relatively flat, but there is only. Well, no, because I think anybody in 4 spades is going to be sacrificed against. Gosh, a few people are going 4 off there. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let me just bring myself back over here. How does the auction go? Do you know, I guess if I don't bid 4 diamonds, would West bid 4 spades? I think so. I'm going to be honest, I think so. I know he's only got 10 working points, but he's got a nice bit of shape. And he knows they've got a 10-card fit, and he's got an undisclosed 4-card heart suit there. As you can see, the play is very simple. All they do is lose 1 diamond, 1 club, and 1 spade. It is on a finesse, though, so, I mean, you know, it's not a perfect game, but with a 10-card fit, you'd hope they'd be there. But I think once they get to 4 spades, North-South should probably find the sacrifice. I don't think you should ever go off more than 3, but you should definitely go off 3. West, I guess West didn't want to give a rough and discard, so when West was in with the King of Diamonds, he's got a choice of opening up the hearts from his side of the table or leading a club, and he might think that's. But I think if there's a finesse, it's always going to work. So I think the 9 of clubs is the right play there, and then we are in a grotesque land. I'm afraid it really is quite tricky. We should, because I think we'll have to play the hearts ourselves. If we lead the 10, it goes Jack, King, and Ace. But I think. You know, the 8 of hearts should fall and you should make 1 heart trick. Although I tell you what, your opponents could make it difficult for you if it went 10, Jack, King, Ace. If West then played a small heart, you've got to guess. You've got to guess who's got the 8 of hearts or who's got the Queen of hearts, and you might go wrong. And that's possibly how the odd pair went off 800 rather than 5. But I think it's a reasonable sacrifice. But well done, opponents. I think East West have been well against us. And they've doubled us as well. Notice, as I say, I mean, if everybody in 5 diamonds had been doubled, I think then we'd have had an almost exact average there. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Pretty ordinary hand, I think you'd say. 1 spade, 1 no trump. We will just pass. 2 clubs, 2 spades, pass. 4 spades, where's that come from? So, I mean, it can be difficult to me, 2 clubs is non-forcing. So 2 clubs is just a normal bid. Okay, you might have 16, 17 points and decide to be excited, but 2 spades doesn't even show 3. It's just saying, partner, look, I think we're better in spades than clubs. And you give false preference. So if East has 2 spades and 3 clubs, you go back to spades. I don't really understand West's bid. But for him to bid that way, he must be at least 5-5, you would feel. He might, or have a lot of distribution and think, well, if we've got some kind of spade, maybe 6-4, 5-5, 6-4, something like that. Don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe 5-5. Maybe 5-5 he'd have rebid the clubs again. Okay, what is partner's lead? Well, there's 9 diamonds between us. Partner's led the lowest diamond, so partner either has a singleton or he's led from 3 to the jack. So it's important to analyse that. Are you happy with that? So if he's led from 3 to the jack, declarer has a singleton ace. If he's led a singleton, well then there's no need to put our queen in here. Let declarer work. So yes, declarer will win the first trick cheaply, okay, but he still then has to get rid of our queen of diamonds. If we put the queen in here, he'll win the ace, he'll have solid diamonds, he'll have the jack, and we'll be able to cross to the king 10. So whether partner's got a singleton diamond or partner's led from 3 to the jack, the correct play here is the 2 of diamonds. Okay. So, partner's got 3 to the jack. I must admit, I was favouring the singleton option, but of course that doesn't. Yeah, I guess if North had had a singleton diamond, we could have placed declarer with a singleton heart. So, declarer has a singleton ace of diamonds, unless he's doing. Well, we know. Yeah, it must be a singleton ace because. I mean, you could say, well, no, he's playing the ace so he can lead to the king later, but we know partner would not have led the 4 of diamonds from a jack doubleton. Okay, you're happy with that? So we know the diamond situation. Okay, let's see what happens next. Ace of trumps lead. Okay, we'll just follow small. King of clubs is sitting okay. Well, it's sitting okay over the jack, and it's maybe going to be difficult for declarer to lead clubs. Remember, we're expecting declarer to have long clubs. So ace king. Assuming another one comes, we don't need our diamond, so we can throw that. So, okay, partner's put the queen up. Partner has put the queen up. What is going on? It's hard to know what's going on in clubs here. I mean, declarer can clearly lead a heart towards the king anyway, if declarer wants to finesse. If partner's got the queen 10, partner needs to play small there. Does that make sense? He could have given a trick away. I mean, we're going to play the 6 here. So, you would have thought, so with queen 10, you'd play small, let the jack lose to our king, and then partner's queen makes as well. So it's not clear what's going on. Okay, I think we can throw another diamond safely here. Okay, so declarer's got the ace and king of hearts, so that's no surprise. So let's just calculate what he had. Ace, king, queen, ace of hearts, ace of diamonds. That's it. So partner's got the ace of clubs, yeah, because otherwise West has got a 21 count. I suppose he might have opened 1 spade, but he would have jumped to 3 clubs. No, so I think partner must. So just to go through that again, we've seen the ace, king, queen of spades, the ace of hearts, and the ace of diamonds. So that's 17, and so it looks like we've got more clubs to come. I don't think there's anything that can happen here. Declarer can get to the king of hearts. He can then discard on the king of diamonds. We might as well play a heart, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. I think he can clearly get to the king of diamonds and throw a heart, but he's got to lose a club to us, hopefully. Yeah, but we can't stop him making the last club, unfortunately. So he's one off. I think he's just overbid, really. So that probably will be reasonable. Wow, the club suit does it. It's a tricky one. I think maybe. You sort of want to invite here, and maybe 2 no trumps is better. And if the spades come in, you're making 3. Yeah. Okay, let's just see the score. So 136. I don't know if you can see that on the bottom line. 136 out of 70. So I think most have finished in a part score. So let's look at the other tables here. Well, some have gone off 2, only 5 of them. And then you can see our score in there. Yeah. So 4 have gone off 2, but we are then the next line. There's lots of them. Lots of 100s. I say lots. Anybody in game has gone off, basically, or so far. And then those who've stayed at the 2 level have got the average. And then those making 9 tricks. So 1 no trumps done all right. A few making 9 tricks in spades. 2 players have made game in no trumps there. And it could easily have happened. So let's just go back to the table. I think it could easily have gone 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 no trumps. I've got a 17 count partner. What do you think? It does look like a hand that wants to play in a suit. But I don't understand why West didn't invite with 3 spades over 2 spades. 3 spades says, partner, I've got 17. Or even 2 no trumps if you prefer, having shown your hand. I mean, you've promised 5-4, 2 no trumps is a nice bid. And East either then bids 3 or chooses to pass 2 no trumps. I think 2 no trumps is the right bid. Does that make sense in this auction? And East has the choice. East knows you've got 5 spades and 4 clubs, 17 points. What does East think? East, it depends whether East is optimistic or not. But I think probably passing 2 no trumps is the right play. And as you can see, you'll lose a spade trick, but you'll end up making 4 top tricks in the red suits and 4 spades for 120. Obviously, the odd table has given a trick away, but that's what you'd hope to do. So we got a nice one there. We got lucky. Now I can probably press on to show you where we are. So let's just have a look at that. If I put that up there, you can actually see the scoreboard. And after very few, well, let's just see where we are. There we are. We're not doing too badly on 60.5. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that as it goes on. Okay, the next deal. We need to go back to that and let's see what we got. Very nice, thank you very much. Okay, 1 spade, 2 diamonds. We're vulnerable against not. Shouldn't make too much difference the vulnerability on this one, except that the opponents might try and sacrifice. I'm going to bid a natural 3 clubs here. I don't know what's going on. It's got a spade, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, double, 3 spades. No, I'm going to bid 4 spades here. Double would suggest 4 hearts probably, but if partner had 4-4 in the Mages, he should have opened 1 heart. So I think he must have 5 spades here. I've got a nice hand. I'm not exactly sure what 3 spades shows. I don't need to double it. I'm just going to bid 4 spades and say what I've got. Are they going to bid 5 diamonds? No. That's interesting. Remember, 5 diamonds, they only have to make each trick to make a profit. So we're in 4 spades. We're going to get to play it. Of course, it is by North, don't forget. Okay. What does the 3 spade bid mean? Goodness knows. I mean, the ace of diamonds seems an odd lead in itself. So it's, let's just remind myself. A spade, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds. I don't know what double means there, really. I would have thought you would... I thought if... I mean, it's pretty weak. I mean, should you open the North hand there? With a singleton king? Anyway, we got a fit, so we're okay. Anyway, let's play. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here. I mean, I mean, let's play the first trick because we can't change that. So let's see what happens next. Another diamond. Okay. So let's say the spade finesse works and we make 5 spade chicks. That's nowhere near enough. So we're going to have to hope the clubs come in. I mean, what does 3 spades mean? I mean, is it a try for no trumps showing spades? Maybe East has a decent hand. It's hard to know though. So it went 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, double. I mean, 3 spades. I don't know. I mean, we could do a cross off possibly. No, let's try and do these. We're going to try and make these clubs. Would a duck a club, do you think? Yeah, okay. So, well, I mean, the worry was that it could have been a singleton spade, but it looks good. So I might play another finesse now and then duck a club. Can't afford. I need the entry because if I play small and it goes king, I haven't got an entry, so I need to play the 10 there. Okay, and now I think I'll run the jack of clubs, even if it gets covered. Ooh, the 10 of clubs. What is that? So I want to draw the last trump with the ace of spades, but that's a little bit odd. Okay. Oh my goodness, is that a singleton club? That seems harsh. Okay, well that's the last trump gone though, so we are going to make the contract. All our clubs are good, but my goodness me. Why didn't he lead that? Yeah, so we can, I mean, all the rest are winners, so we can just play. And we don't need to draw trumps because there was no trumps left, but the 10 of clubs and the queen of clubs have gone, don't forget. So I'm just playing those off quickly for you guys. So we've made the contract, and I think that'll score well. But the 10 of, I mean, East has led the ace of I don't... I'm mystified by that. I mean, let's see how it scores. It's good. It's good. Bidding the game has scored well, 132. Let's just have a look at the other tables there so you can have a look. They've been doubled in 4 spades and 5 spades, and a few have made 11 tricks. They've all, well, not all of them, but a lot of them have led the 10 of clubs though. I mean, it might sound odd, but the 10 of clubs tells you exactly what's going on, and you can see almost all of those tables at 620 have led the 10 of clubs. The odd one, I think we've done pretty well. I think we've done pretty well to make. 5 diamonds has been a good sacrifice there. That's what I was thinking. There's 1 in 5 diamonds, 500. Only 1 though. And then if we keep going down, 4 spades has gone off a lot on the 10 of clubs lead as well. So, and it's gone 2 off. Sometimes 6 spades has gone 4 off, 4-0. Okay, let's come back over and have a look at that hand and see what we think. So it went 2 diamonds from East, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, double. I mean, is East really suggesting 3 no trumps? What is he hoping? His partner's got king, queen of diamonds and the king of clubs, but is that like, I suppose it's a possibility and he's hoping, but you still need 9 tricks, so I don't really understand the 3 spade bid there. I mean, I don't think you should be trying for no trumps there. I'm not convinced by my partner's opening bid and a double later either, to be honest. That seems massive overkill. If you're going to bid again, bid hearts. You've got 5-5 after all, and that's what I think it should show in that auction. Double would suggest 4. If I'd had 3 hearts, I wouldn't have found a heart bid. 3 hearts and 2 spades, whereas a 3 heart bid surely gets it across. If you want to bid, remember it hasn't got much. Given the bidding, your king of diamonds is waste paper, so you're only looking at an 8 count here, a working 8 count. So I think North has done a lot of bidding. Yeah, so I was ducking a club so I could then run the clubs if they broke 3-2. I think probably on a club lead, it's going to be a bit of a struggle as well. You may even let them take the rough straight away. It's possibly the best way of doing it. And you get the same score as me, so you might think to yourself, well, that's a singleton lead, but I want to make those clubs, so I want to keep my ace of spades anyway, so I'm going to duck it, let the queen win, let them have a rough, and know that I've then got 4 winners in dummy. I think that's reasonable. And once East has done the 2 diamonds, I think he's favourite probably for having the king of spades maybe anyway. All right. I not lead the ace of diamonds though there. Maybe they saw North's cards and thought I'll drop the king of diamonds. But anyway. Okay, let's have a look. I think the sacrifice, as you can see, because 4 spades went off a lot, the sacrifice is dubious, of dubious worth there, I think. Okay, here's our hand for the next one. We are non-vulnerable against vulnerable. East is going to open the bidding. 1 no trump. I'm non-vulnerable against vulnerable. This looks like a 3 spade bid to me. Get in the way and make life difficult for the opponents. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I hope you're happy with that. Remember, 2 spades is a reasonably strong bid. A jump to 3 spades is preemptive. 4 clubs by West. Okay, East wouldn't argue with that. So East is suggesting, is thinking, well, I've got a club fit. Let's go to 5 clubs, but on the way I'll show you something. Clearly we're passing, I should say. So they're discussing whether a slam is on. 4 spades is another cue bid. And we'll pass. Oh, wow. Where on earth does that come from? I don't really get that. If you're going to sacrifice, bid it early. Get in the way. Make it... I mean, he's allowed them to have a wonderful conversation. I really don't like that. Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to probably have to play it. So I'm going to have to, whether I like it or not. So it's important here to concentrate. I'm ready to grumble at my partner's bidding, but what I need to be doing is concentrating on the hand. Yeah, okay. Well, Dummy's going to make a feast. Let's see what it is. So partner's made a sacrifice. Okay, so... They're not losing a spade and they're not losing a club. They are losing at least 1 heart, you'd feel, most of the time, and probably a diamond. Let's hope. I mean, for them to bid 5 clubs like they are, they're going to have a fair bit of distribution. We know East has got a couple of 2 or 3 spades because he's opened a no trump. If the spades do break 3-0, we can lead the king of spades first, then try and pick up the jack later on. However, let's focus on our aims here. How many tricks do we need to make for a sacrifice? I think we need 8. Remember, we're non-vulnerable. 3 off doubled is 500. So it's only 8 tricks, but that's quite a long way away at the moment. So we can afford to lose 5. We have 5 top losers. I don't like this bid by North at all. But again, you've got to accept it. For me, it's simple. We need West to have the Queen of Hearts here. And the problem that you've got there is if he has got the Queen of Hearts, they might have 3 losers, but you need it because you are losing the Ace of Clubs, the Ace King of Diamonds, and the Ace of Spades and the Ace of Hearts. That is 3 off. We cannot afford to lose to the Queen of Hearts. I mean, I guess, I mean, it just, you know, if you play up to the king of hearts, you might win, but then you're going to lose to the ace and queen. I mean, there's a possibility of some form of end play at the end, I guess, but I think we need the queen of hearts. We've also got to avoid a ruff, so we can't play the hearts too early. So if they lead the ace of clubs in another club, I'll ruff it, play the king of spades, and then when I'm in, I'll be playing for the finesse of the heart, and I'm just crossing my fingers, but this could easily be 800. Of course, the opponents might do us some favours and lead the right things, but notice, even if we do make the jack of diamonds eventually, it only allows us to discard one heart, you know, so we still have to try and pick up the hearts. So anyway, all right, ace of clubs is led. Thank you, partner, he says begrudgingly. Expecting another club because they don't know where we've got a singleton there. Okay, I think we better keep the 5 of spades just in case we need an entry. Okay, it's always worth doing that given how weak the spades are. So we'll ruff with the 8 and we'll play the king of spades. Okay, the jack has fallen. It's interesting here because you could play a diamond and cross ruff and get rid of the suits, but I don't think a ruff and discard is going to do you any good here. Essentially, if I did end play the opponents to lead, let's say, another club once I'd ruffed them all, I can ruff and discard, but then what do? I think it's just I'm just gonna send the 9 of hearts around here. I'm feeling much happier now. I'm feeling much happier now. Yeah, well, I'll just take it again. I can't remember. There's only one trump left out. Oh my goodness me, they are really holding up their ace of hearts. Guess there's a possibility now that I might be able to escape their clutches. I am definitely making my contract now. The discard on the hearts is no good to me. So what I will do is I'll just try and create a scenario where they could actually give me an extra trick. Obviously they shouldn't, but you never know. They're probably going to catch the ace of hearts now. Oh, there you go. There you go. And obviously we make the rest, other than the ace of spades. Don't forget the ace of trumps here. Don't go claiming and then discover. But not that it matters, all they do is make the ace of trumps, as it were. But we have got lucky there as far as I'm concerned. We'll check to see if we think they can make their game, though. Yeah, I think they can. I think they can. Depending on what they finish in. And what's interesting is 3 no trumps is making, so 4... I mean, so you've got to find a 4 spade sacrifice over 3 no trumps first and foremost. Why do I say it's making? Well, you can see there's 6 clubs off the top and 4 other top tricks. So that's worth 630. 4 spades doubled, though, is only going to be 2 off, so that will be better. Is it easy for them to find a fit? I mean, well done, West, for bidding 4 clubs there. And you can see why East has tried for the slam. And actually, I think the slam is going to turn out pretty good. If they bid 6 clubs, North can't... Well, if North leads the jack of hearts and they let it run, they will make all 13 tricks. And if you don't lead a heart, Declarer just establishes the diamonds and discards 2 hearts. So I think 6 of a minor can make here. All right, well, okay, let's see what 500's worth. 114. It's not too bad, it's not too bad. So let's look at the scores and see what they are. Okay, we lost 300 and we're on the first page, as you can see there, are we not? Oh no, we lost 500 because people have been allowed to play in 4 spades doubled. So you can see 4 spades undoubled. Gosh, that's lucky. You can see 4 spades doubled there. Which gets a really good score. But remember, the average, half of 170 is 85. So anything above 85 is above average. And I think we've done the best we can because our opponents bid to a making game. So remember, you can't always do better than that. If, for example, West had a singleton spade, wouldn't have bid 3 no trumps. But if he had gambled on 3 no trumps, well then 4 spades would have been a good sacrifice. So you can see 5 clubs making +1 a lot there. 3 no trumps has been allowed to make. I'm surprised it didn't make 10 tricks, given there was 10 easy tricks in it. And there you can see now 5 clubs +1, but now 3 no trumps +1 as well. 3 no trumps +2, 3 no trumps +3. And there you go. The bottom 6 scores there are indeed for 6 clubs making. Sometimes by East, not sure how that, and sometimes by West. Always a spade lead, and that makes it easier for Declarer. Declarer draws trumps and gives up a diamond trick to make 12 tricks. So well done those who got to a slam there. Okay, so just looking at that again. I mean, I just want to see why partners waited. I mean, he's heard me bid 3 spades. I think it's just a 4 spade bid there and let East do what East wants to do. Maybe East bids 5 clubs over it and that's the end of that. My partner might then decide to sacrifice in 5 spades, but it's an aggressive sacrifice, my goodness. And remember, if East has got the Queen of Hearts, I know they can make a slam, maybe even a grand slam then, but the point is they're not going to be bidding it because of our disruption. So I think it's too much. I know 5 clubs won't have got us a great score, won't have got us as good a score, but I think 5 spades in the long run here is going to cost you too much. You know, so anyway, I will take it. I will take it, but I'm not so sure about it. Let's just have a quick look at where we're standing then. Oh, look, we're just on the top rung there. I'll make it bigger so you can see. So we've just got on the front page. Can you see at the very bottom, we're North and Strong. Again, I don't know why we called that. You can see there's some players, we've only played 6 boards, so you'll often have a massive variance, but we're on the front page. Can we keep it up? Can we keep it up? We will see. Okay. We've got 6 more to play. We're going to play just 12 boards. Okay. It's a nice 14 count here. And we're the opening bidder. But I think we've got a 5-card suit and a 10-9 here. So I am quite happy to call this 15 here. So I'm not bidding a no trump because I've got the suits are in the wrong order. So you're right to think about bidding 1 no trump instead of 1 club. But I would feel I can rebid 1 no trump here. Okay, I know there's 2 doubletons or 2 honor doubletons, so I'm happy enough. And you know, clearly, if you're happy to bid 1 no trump, I'm certainly happy to rebid 1 no trump. This hand is worth close to 15. Okay, remember, even though it's a queen doubleton, it's queen 9. But you've got ace 10 9 of diamonds, and you've got 2 honors in a 5-card suit. So for me, this is 1 club planning to rebid 1 no trump, and that's what I'm going to do. In fact, partners bid hearts anyways. Okay, so we've shown the equivalent of 15. Oh, wow. That wasn't quite what I was expecting. Well, I just passed. There's nothing I can do. I can't, you know, I'm... Well, there you go. Well, I've shown 15, so partner should have 18. So there you go. Let's have a look. 8, 10. He has indeed got 18. So let's see if we've got to where we want to. We have 5 club tricks, 3 spade tricks is 8, ace king of diamonds is 10, and the ace heart is 11. So we need another trick. Well, I think what we're going to try, we've got a variety of squeeze options on, but I've got to lose a trick, and I'm probably going to lose the trick in hearts. And if obviously, I think maybe what I'll do is lead towards the queen of hearts. If the king goes up, I've got my 12th trick. If it doesn't, I've then got a variety of squeeze options, hoping to play my spades and clubs off, and hoping that neither player, let's assume that we think West is longer in spades, we might be able to then have a double squeeze. So if West has got the spades covered, he would have to keep them, and if East has got the hearts covered, he would have to go there. It won't always work like that, but that's my plan. So I'm going to play, I mean, your other option is to run the Queen of Hearts in. Nothing wrong with that either. And then maybe finesse, but then because I'm not going to take the finesse on the next round, I'm planning to combine all my chances. I prefer just leading up to the Queen. Okay, so I'm going to win that. I'm going to play a club, and I'm going to do it early. I'm not going to fiff and faff. Okay, well, the advantage of doing it early is that they haven't gone up with the king. Okay, so just to explain, if that had lost to the the king, and they'd played a heart back, which would be nasty, I'd have won the ace, cashed the king, queen. Well, I tell you what, I don't need to show you because I'm going to do exactly the same now. I am going to try and play for this double squeeze to make 13 now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my top hearts and spades. Then I'm going to run all of my clubs. There will be just 3 cards left, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to play the heart to the ace. Okay, so that's good news. That's Jack Doubleton by the look of it. So East had king to 4. So now this is sort of what I want to happen. So I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm going to play the king of spades. That's even better news. So it looks like the person who has to look after spades is West. He's the only one who can beat my 7. And the person who has to look after hearts is East, which is exactly the way I want it, and you're going to see why. Let's have a look. So I'm going to play my club winners off now. Okay. I throw a heart there, but now when I play the club, we are looking, there's only one spade above the 7, that is the 9. So we're looking for the 9. If the 9 is discarded, it's not, well, I don't need the 7 of spades anymore. Does that make sense? Okay. The king of hearts is discarded. Okay. So the point is if East doesn't, I mean, I'll open up the hands. I'm going to cash the 10 of hearts now. I'll show you now. Okay, so I'm going to cross over to the king of diamonds and cash the 10 of hearts because that's a winner. Okay. But if East discarded instead, I'm just going to go back so you can see the exact situation. So let's just go. I'll open up the hands. So at this point, can you see what East has got? Yeah. So I'm playing my club winner. What can East do? Remember, West had to keep the 9 of spades, so I don't need that anymore. And East, if East doesn't throw the king of hearts, of course, I just play the king ace of diamonds off, and my 10 of diamonds is a winner. Instead, of course, I took the last 3 tricks this way. Hopefully that over trick is worth a lot of points for me. Okay, because I don't think many people are necessarily going to find it difficult to get to the slam, but I'm hoping, I just got to change the view on, I'm hoping that that is worth all of the match points. Let's see. 165. Let's get greedy, as it were. Okay, so that is a good one. So let's have a look at the other tables and see what they say. 7 clubs. Well done, you. Well done. So 1 pair and 7 clubs. Only 4 of us made the overture. Of course, we needed East to duck from king to 5, and we'll look at that in a moment. But most are in 6 no trumps. I say most. No, not all of them. And I guess if you open 1 no trump, maybe partner bids 3 no trumps. And as you can see, wow, there are, gosh, there's almost as many going. There's 9 people going off in the slam. Some in 7 no trumps. Well, clearly you won't get that heart lead ducked in 7 no trump. East is going to leap in with the king of hearts. Okay, and 6 no trumps has gone off as well. Okay, so let's have a look. So let me take you back to it. Is it obvious for East to go in? The problem that East has is that if I had ace jack to 4, so if I had ace jack to 4 hearts, if East goes in with the king, yeah, then he gives me 3 heart tricks. So if I have ace jack to 4, it is correct for him to duck. And, you know, with ace jack to 4, I'm not necessarily going to take the finesse here. Because, of course, by leading the queen, I would be giving away a trick when the king beats it, whoever has the king. So it's not unreasonable to duck. And then after they've ducked the heart, there's no recourse. They have no recourse. They cannot stop me making 13 chicks as long as I play for the double squeeze. As it turns out to be a single squeeze or simple squeeze, because East is the only one who can cover the third round of diamonds. I'm playing it so that if East had the jack of diamonds and West had the queen, I would have squeezed both of them out of the diamonds, and that's a favourite type of squeeze. So it is sort of a double squeeze, but it ended up only operating against one person. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I certainly did. It was a bit of fun, and it's got us on the scoreboard. So let's have a look. We are now in a bit higher, 69%. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Let's keep going anyway, because you're probably getting bored now. Next one. Okay, 6 points. Not so interesting. Anyway, let's have a look. Two no trumps. We're just going to pass that, obviously. 3 clubs stamen, 3 hearts. 4 hearts. Okay. Well, I mean, you're looking for the safest lead, and the safest lead for me is a spade here. So it's just an ordinary auction. I mean, I've got a lead from all the honours. I don't even want club ruffs, so I don't like the jack of clubs at all. And with Jack 9, you're hopeful that you're not going to give anything away in spades. Okay. So Dummy's got... I mean, we might hope to make the Queen of Hearts. You never know. Dummy's got a nice hand. We've got 6. There's 7 in Dummy. That's 13. Partner's shown the King. That's 16. So there's only 4 points left. Remember, East has shown 20. There's only 4 points left. Partner's probably going to play a club, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, that's what we had guessed Partner was going to play. Declarer could easily have the Ace, King, Queen here. We don't know. Partner has led a low one. We'll see. Ace of Hearts, no surprise there. Are they going to make the effort? They might just have a 4-4 fit, so we're hopeful that they might cross to Dummy. I'll play 4 here, just in case Partner needs to know. Okay, so it looks like Declarer has the Ace of Diamonds. No, that's disappointing. Okay, so maybe it's a 5 card. 5 hearts, or Partner's got the Jack, of course. That's a possibility. I'm going to play small, though. I don't need to cover that. I think Declarer's just trying to tempt me. Okay. I'll just play the count. Partner's got a doubleton. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't cover. I'd have established that. There's Partner's Jack of Hearts. That's what I expected. Ooh. That's a surprise. Okay, well, I'll take it. Jack of Spades. Declarer's roughing that anyway. Oh, they... Does that make sense? Could they not get to Dummy? Or... I can't... Yeah, I lost track of that. I think we've done quite well. I think Declarer could have made an extra check. Well, 110 out of 170, so I think it's probably a normal score. You just sort of felt Declarer could have missed a chance there. I mean, let's have a look at the other tables. These, I mean, you'd expect most people to be in the same contract here, I'm assuming. 3 no trumps -2. Wow. Yeah, so there's a few people at the top that are in no trumps. That gets you the top score. Then you can see a whole swathe of 420s there. That's the normal scores. And then a few 430s, and then a whole swathe of 450s. So I'd say half the field made 450. I mean, remember, you can't legislate for the oddities, as it were. For example, a couple of people have made 2 overchecks. What you're looking to do is do the best of the rest, as it were. And here you've got 2 basic scores for me, 450 and 420, and we are where we want to be, as it were. We got the 420. So Declarer could have cashed the ace of spades earlier, but then, I mean, the jack of hearts would have ruffed, but of course they're ruffing with a trump trick. And I'm surprised that they didn't discard a club. I mean, it looks like as long as you take the normal club finesse, you can discard the other club on the ace of spades. That looks like the normal play, but instead the computer decided to take another club finesse there. Maybe it wasn't so easy to get to the ace of spades at the right time. I don't know, but it seems a little bit odd that they didn't do a bit better there. But anyway, that's by the by. I'm happy. If all of the defenders against us did brilliant on every hand, then we would struggle. Okay, we've played 8. We've got 4 to go. Let's see how we go. 1 club double. This is a horrible hand, but well, I've got 7. It's just flat, but I'm tempted just to. I mean, there's 2 choices here. You could pass. You could bid a diamond. I mean, I quite like diamonds being led, maybe. I suppose that, I mean, why not just bid the normal thing that you would bid? I mean, the other option is pass and come in later. I mean, I want to bid 3 clubs, probably, if they bid to the 2 level. And maybe I don't want partner overbidding. So, yeah, let's pass to start with. You know, it's not a hand that I want to be attacking much. If that comes back round to me, though, I am going to bid 3 clubs. I mean, I don't think I've got enough distribution to bid 2N here. I prefer just. Remember, I'm non-vulnerable. That's all I'm doing here. I'm non-vulnerable. I'm just prepared to compete, and I've pushed them up. That's my dream, as it were, pushing them up. Okay, so we've managed to push them up. That's all I wanted to do. So let's see where we go from here. Wow. Okay. It'd be lovely to play that suit preference because I'd love a diamond switch partner, but he has switched to diamonds. So we've got to play the 10 there. And that wins the trick. So we can play another diamond here. Do we need to play trumps? Do we need to play trumps? No, I quite like playing another diamond here. I don't know exactly how the diamonds are, but at least we've established the trick if it's there to be taken. Yeah, I was going to say Declarer's probably going to have to play trumps themselves anyway. Okay, so it can be very easy not to put the form there, but they've decided to discard the diamond. So they must have had 3 diamonds. It was worth it. So I think I can just safely play a diamond here, can't I? Let's just play a trump. Let's play a trump. There's no need to do anything else, is there? Ooh, partner had something in trumps. We're just going to play small. Partner's won the Queen of Hearts. Another trump. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to make a heart trick here, hopefully. That's the hope. Yeah, they've not taken the double finesse. So, wow. That's 2 off. What on earth has gone on there? So it was a club double. Wow, that's a brilliant score. So I completely lost track of that. So Declarer's got to take that double. I mean, the diamond play was great from partner. Well played, partner. I mean, I don't think we're playing suit preference signals, but it would be lovely to be doing it. But the diamond switch is great. Are you happy with that? I mean, he's won the ace of clubs, so he's played the ace of clubs at trick 1, and then switched to a 2 of diamonds, and we've developed 2 diamond tricks. There's nothing Declarer can do to stop it. So the fact that he discarded on the 10 of clubs doesn't make any difference. You know, he was just, because he then ruffs diamonds later. But the oddity here for me is that I think he's just got to take a double heart finesse, and he's failed to do that. And so given us a heart trick and gone 2 off. Yeah, so, I mean, let's look at the other table. I mean, we'll look at our score first, 160 out of 170. So that's really, you know, that's really helped us in the scores. But I mean, I think, let's just make that big for you so you can see it. Yeah, so there you can see us. We've got the third top score. Someone's been doubled in 3 clubs. And 3 spades has gone 3 off once and 2 off, but I think it should just be 1 off. Interestingly, 3 spades minus 1 is better than 3 clubs. Look at those 3 clubs. Whereas 3 spades minus 1, we're going down to that now, the 100s there. Still scores well for us, but so some people are left in 2 clubs. Look at how amazing it is. You've got the 110s, the 100s, the 90s. It's so intense. And then 3 clubs has gone off a few times. Okay. And then they've actually managed to make 9 tricks quite a lot. Okay. So let's come back to that. What do I think of the auction? What do you think of my pass? I quite like, the reason I pass there is I just don't want to encourage partner. When I'm 4-3-3-3, I'm always loath to encourage partner, and partner's got 3 isolated queens there as well as the other queen as well, but that's together with the ace. So I don't want to get to 4 clubs, I think is probably the most simple way of putting things here. So I think pass helps the situation. 3 clubs is a bold bid, but I think it's right. Most of the time you've got an 8 card fit. If you play a scrambling 2 no trumps there, I think that probably shows 5 diamonds and 3 clubs though in this auction. What do I think of West jump to 2 spades? It is a flat hand, but it has got two aces and 4 spades, the ace jack 10, but it is a very flat hand. I'd be tempted with just 1 spade. It would then go 2 clubs from north, maybe 2 spades, 3 clubs, and then you've got a decision to make. And I think 3 spades is okay, to be honest, as long as they make. I mean, obviously 100's an okay score for us, but they really shouldn't have given us 200. But we're pleased with that. I mean, I think the diamond switch from partner merits it. Remember putting in the 10 because we know partner's led low from an honour. Really important there. 2 of diamonds, small, 10 won the trick. And then, of course, we could play another one to knock out the ace. It's important. You've got to try and develop your side suit tricks early. Okay, how many have we got to go? 3 to go. Can we keep it up? Oh, look at this. Landy. No, I don't think we've quite got enough strength to land here. Everybody's vulnerable. I think we'll pass quickly before we're tempted to bid anything. Okay, 2 spades. So statement 2 spades, probably 3 no trumps, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. So we've got 5 spades with East spades and 4 hearts with what we expect to be West's hearts. To me, this is the 10 of diamonds lead. Remember, our ambition isn't necessarily to get this contract down here. We're just looking for a nice and safe lead. Okay, 13 count. Oh, wow. Okay, that's not... Oh, well, I mean, we've obviously hit gold dust with the list, so we're going to carry on. So you've got 13 opposite 12 to 14. You've got the 4 hearts you expected, and we're expecting East to have 4 spades as well. So we're just going to carry on with diamonds. Generally, there's no reason. You know, when you win the first trick unexpectedly, that probably means you've made a good lead. So, okay, so I'm guessing that partner probably has king, queen to 4, and maybe, well, we're going to see what he does. Yeah, okay, so Declarer did have a stopper. Otherwise, partner might have been running the first 5, of course. So partner's hopefully got another winner in his hand, the last diamond. And surely you would have thought has some form of entry. So. Oh, you crafty man. Nothing we can do about that, but that's a great play, isn't it? So I think Declarer's got king, queen to 4, and he knows mathematics. And knows that playing the ace, king, queen won't get him an extra trick, but he's taken a 50-50 chance. That's a clever play, well played. And not much we can do about that. It's always irritating when your opponents play well. So you can see that he had king, queen to 4, opposite ace, 10 doubleton. Okay, I'll put the 6 in, just playing high-low just to show my count. Again, we were hoping there would be a finesse there, but there wasn't. Partner's possibly being squeezed a little. King, queen of spades, king of hearts, ace of diamonds. King, queen of spades, king of hearts, ace of diamonds. That's 12, isn't it? Okay, so partner's got the king of clubs at least. There's no point keeping the spades. Declare's still got a spade winner, but partner's going to take the king of diamonds. Yeah, I think Declare might have the rest. Yeah, the king of spades and the ace. So that's nicely done. That's a really nice play, that spade play. Let's have a look at that. Can you see that? Yeah, so a 14 count opposite. So everybody's going to be in the same contract there. But I think that's a really nice play from Declare. Yeah, we've only got 60 for that. So there's nothing you can do about it. You can't grumble. You're just doing the best you can. But that is, I think, a really nice play from Declare. I hope, it's worth having a look at that. In fact, I might sneak that in as a Declare play quiz in the future. Okay. Because what's the best chance for an extra trick? Well, you've got 50-50 chances in hearts, maybe, hope that there's a 3-3 break or other chances, but surely your best chance is indeed a little crafty finesse in spades, and he played it straight away. So we found a really nice lead, but that's no good. So well done. Let's just have a quick look at the other tables then, and I have a feeling it's probably gone off a few times yet. It's gone off quite a lot of times there. But as you can see, Declare against us, pretty much that spade finesse gives him the extra trick. Look at the number of times it went off. And it made a lot of times as well. And then even made some over tricks. Okay. Did indeed make some over tricks. Probably because of odd leads. Heart leads are not going to be good for us. Yeah, no, a heart lead maybe has given Declare an extra trick in hearts. And then if you take the spade finesse as well, that gives it. The jack of clubs lead works out really badly. If you look at that, you're not quite sure why you'd want to lead a singleton. Some people do, but I don't like leading singletons, I have to say. Okay, so let's come back to the table. And we've got 2 to go. I'll tell you what, we'll have a look at the score, see how we're doing. There we are. We're still on the score sheet. We've dropped down a bit to 67.8. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We can't grumble about that. So let's move on to the penultimate board. And a very nice one it is too. Start the bidding with non-vulnerable. I'm a 4-heart opener, I'm afraid, at non-vulnerable with a void and 7 hearts. With ace, king, queen, jack to 7, it's clear cut, but I feel that's a 4-heart opener. I'm too strong for 3, and I just like to get my hand off the chest. I feel the opponents might be able to make something if I give them a chance, so I'm not going to. Wow, they've doubled me. Okay, so I'm just going to pass that. Wow, 6 clubs. Whoa. I can't bid anything to that, so. Wow. Obviously got a huge hand. Wow, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to win another heart here, so I'm going to play the 10. Oh no, it's been ruffed. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. I think I'm going to say that's made me happier. I've got to assume Declare has solid things, so I'm obviously going to ruff that and play a spade. I'm no idea why Declare was playing. Maybe it's an ace singleton. I mean, So I've got to think here. I don't know what's going on at all. So West has double for takeout with a void in hearts. Is it a singleton ace of diamonds? I mean, maybe 7 clubs and 5 spades? No, I mean, he'd have just played ace king of spades and started roughing clubs straight away, surely. I mean, sorry, I'm roughing this, obviously. I'm playing a spade, I'm being greedy, maybe, but I'm playing a spade, yeah. I think the 5 of clubs is enough. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Oh my goodness. We're not going to get another one, are we? No. Wow. I think we might let De Cloer have the rest, but this is extraordinary, isn't it? He's just taken a gamble, I'm assuming. Okay, well, I'll just let him play that. I think he's just got clubs now. But we'll just let him play them. I mean, you get given some, you get some taken away. But I mean, this is very nice indeed. So I mean, how did it go? Just before we look at the score, 4 hearts, double, partner. Oh my goodness! I'm just looking at partner's hand. I mean, this is extraordinary. We're making here. Oh my goodness me. I was thinking this was going to be a super, super top, which it deserves to be, you feel. But why hasn't partner bid 5 hearts here? I mean, even if I mean, I've got surely probably the weakest I'm going to have. I might have had 8 hearts, I suppose, without the ace. But he's got roughing values in clubs there. He's got the ace of spades sitting over the double ace, queen of spades. So I'm thinking, I mean, you are losing 2 tricks. So just before you think you're making a slam, you're going to lose the 3rd round of spades, but you're making 5 hearts. Now, I'm not saying we can necessarily double 6 clubs, but yeah, we're making 5 hearts. Isn't that amazing? And I think it's sort of a natural bidding that North would bid 5 hearts here. I think West is always going to bid 6 clubs, don't get me wrong. And whether we're going to double, that's a moot point. Wow. So anyway, I'm going to look at the score with trepidation now. We got 116. Do you know, at first I thought I was getting 170. But I think that's because people are genuinely making 4 hearts and 5 hearts. So let's have a look at the other tables and see what's happened. So yeah, clearly you can see there 5 hearts doubled making. 5 hearts making, 6 clubs has been doubled. I think the auction just has to simply go in a different way. Now, I suppose if I open a heart, but I've got no defensive tricks at all in my hand. I think North's the only one who can actually double here with the ace queen and just expecting to make 2 tricks out of it. And there you can see 5 hearts undoubled making, 6 clubs doubled again, 6 diamonds going 4 off. This is quite amazing, isn't it? 6 diamonds going 4 off, and then there's our 150 in there. It still scores well, so we hasn't gone with 6 clubs doubled, just 1 off. So everybody's doubling 6 clubs somehow. Maybe North is just doubling 6 clubs, feeling, look, you know, I'm hoping partner's got 1 trick and I've got the ace queen of spades. Because as I say, there's no way. Maybe South is doubling it for a diamond lead. Not that any of them have got a diamond lead when they've doubled. But I've got sympathy for that. Yeah. Okay. I'm just showing you the rest there. That is interesting. So let's just look at the auction. If I double 6 clubs, partner's normal lead is hearts, And I think with 4 diamonds in his hand, he can work out that I want a diamond ruff. Yeah, no, so a diamond lead, I ruff it. And partner will leave the 9 of diamonds to ask for a spade lead back. 9 of diamonds ruffed, spade lead back to the queen, another diamond ruff, another spade. Yeah, so that's the way. But actually, when I look at it, they're obviously not playing it as a light and a double because very few led a diamond. But I wonder, it's very tempting to actually play that hand again. Do you mind if I do? I'm just going to, what I can do here is replay it. No, that might spoil. I'll do it at the end. Let's play the last hand. Let's just see where we are. We're in 10th place. So we'll see if we can stay in the top 10 on the last hand. And then I'll see if my partner would have, because we could have had a complete top there, you see. Okay. Gosh, but partner didn't bid hearts. How am I supposed to know what? Anyway, partner could have had nothing. Anyway, we'll see. 1 club from partner. 1 heart from us. We've got a nice enough hand, haven't we? In fact, I feel I've probably got enough, to win. Double for takeout. That shows spades and diamonds. And we're just going to bid 3 no trumps here. I mean, my cards in the unbid suits are so good that I think I'd prefer to be in 3 no trumps than 4 hearts anyway. Remember, partners bid clubs, and they're going to be leading diamonds or spades. Now, partner's probably got, I think I've just got to bid 3 no trumps here, don't I? That feels right. Okay. Okay. He says going quietly. This is interesting. If I take the ace of spades at trick 1, sorry, I'm struggling for entries. So I'm tempted just to go for broke here and play for at least 3 diamond tricks, 3 club tricks. That's not enough. Wow. So if I win the first one with the ace of spades, it's probably only going to capture the 8 or 9 you see of spades from west. And my ace wins. Let's say I play a diamond to the 10. If that wins, I can't. I've got to play the diamonds the other way. So I'm going to play king of diamonds, jack of diamonds. If it works out, I've got 4 diamond tricks, but can I get back to them? I think I can only do it if I play the king of spades at trick 1. Yeah, I'm going to try that. It feels like a lot of eggs in one basket here. But I feel that to make sure of my game, if the queen of diamonds is in the right place, I've sort of got to bid it this way. It does mean that if the queen of diamonds isn't right, I'm going to be in troubles. Okay, it is right. That's a bonus. Yep, so I'm going to cash the queen of clubs and unblock that now. I'm going to let the 10 of diamonds win. And am I settling for 9 tricks? I think I am. It's the kind of thing that if the hearts are all right, as in ace, king, jack, or I don't know, East has the jack of hearts, it might not work out so well, but I think I've just got to take them. I need the 10 of clubs to fall here. I'll play the 9 of clubs just in case. Oh well. There we go. Ooh, just occurs to me no, there's not a bad bear. If the bear ace of hearts had been there as well, he might have been end played to leading a club. Got no idea how that's going to score. Let's have a look. Dead middle. Wow, it's a 50-50. It's just under 50. So we finished in 9th, though. We stayed in the top 10. What an interesting hand to finish. We'll just have a quick look. So there'll be people making over tricks, obviously, because there's various ways. Let me just get the scores on for you. For some reason they've led a heart there. Some of them here. The ace and the ace and king of hearts are on lead, are they? Was it? No, it was our partner bid no trumps at our table. So 3 no trumps by South has done better. North has led the 8 of diamonds. Yeah, so the spade lead has worked out well. It's from 3 to the jack. Well done, Q+. So you're going to get done in sometimes. That's a great lead. There's the odd person's made an over trick with the spade lead, but only a few by South. I mean, one of them's actually at a card they haven't got, which is odd. So 630's made a few times, but 600 I think is the normal score, and then you can see lots of not that many people going down. I have to say, not many people going down, just a lot of people not in it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm just going to nip back. I just want to see if so I'm just going to play the previous board again, and I just will open up the hands. I just want to see whether partner would have made the right lead. So I opened 4 hearts. We're going back to the board before here. Let's see. So I'm passing. I'm just trying to remind. Went 6 clubs, and then I'm suggesting. I mean, it's an odd auction, so let's double and see what happens. Oh my goodness! Well, it's got an even better result. It's gone 6 diamonds from East. And I'm surely partner's going to double that. Yeah, so it is better. Because we end up doubled. I'm not saying how far we get it off. But obviously if we lead hearts, Declare's going to lose, I think. Declare can't off both hearts, I don't think. So you're going to get at least 2 off. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 3 off. Yeah, so we get it doubled. So there you go. It would have worked. I'm not sure why East would have. Well, I think East knows I've got to avoid diamond once I've doubled. Maybe they've worked out it's a light and a double. Okay. Okay. So that I'll just put the scoring up again for you to see it, and I'll tell you what, I'll make it big for you there. That's the final score. So we finished. Remember, it's only 12s. So you don't really get a great score. It's about 66 we got, and someone has done rather well on their first 12 boards. But I think we did pretty well there. You can see the mixture of scores we got. A lot of averages, but we got a lot of good ones and a few below average. Sorry. But I hope you enjoyed that. I tried to take my time a bit more there. It is really hard, I have to say, commentating on pairs, because every trick means something. Whereas clearly playing teams, you can relax a little. Oh, let's look for an over trick, even though it doesn't matter too much. You don't have here every trick, and some of those travellers 100, 110, 90. You saw me make a pairs double where I was trying to move up the scoreboard, hopefully to get a 300. Ended up with with 100 instead of 50, and it gets you a little. I know it's only a little, and the sacrifices. One of which I thought was great. One of which was a little bit overzealous from Q+. I thought Q+ did some good stuff there, both for us and against us, but they also gave us a few as well. So it's always interesting that. But I hope you enjoyed that. Do please give me your feedback. I will be back next week, and possibly with an even more of a tan. Who knows? But see you again soon.